So today's upside of failure, we just thought, why don't we give you guys a live experience? Why don't we just let everybody feel what's happening in the studio? Head over to our Facebook page, 702. We are streaming live today because why not? But also, I have to just hold myself from being like a fangirl. Andile Dlamini, welcome to the show. I feel like it's so overdue, but perfect timing at the same time. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, Asrule. It's nice meeting you in person. I'm also a fan. I'm a huge fan. And good afternoon to the viewers. It feels amazing to be here. I'm welcomed properly, and yeah, I'm so excited.
You're not nervous, ne?
No.
Okay, good. So that when I come to the soccer pitch, I also shouldn't be nervous.
Soccer pitch is different. The atmosphere is just different.
Completely.
Yeah, but you don't need nerves, rather. But you need, obviously, like you have a little bit of nerves, but
Yes.
when you kick that ball, the nerves go out. You know, I don't know. That happens for me.
Can I make a confession first, though, before we get into details?
Okay.
So I never commit myself to a soccer team. Ever.
Why?
Because there's politiki at our station, ne? About who's Chiefs, who's Pirates, who's this. And I always say, guys, you know I'm a Pretoria girl.
Where?
So by default, you know, Mamelodi was my neighbor there by Soshanguve. And my Ashimutoko Bitori, you know, so it is feeling like a home girl,
Sure.
you know, coming through.
As long as really yellow, reshapo, yellow,
I want to find out what life was like for you growing up, just in terms of at what point do you remember understanding there's a thing called like succeeding and there's a thing called failing? Because as we get older, our perspectives change on what this word failure means. But there's a period when we're small where failure has a very specific meaning.
Wow. I don't remember correctly, but my upbringing was a very nice one and a very challenging one. I grew up with a mother and father up until the age of 12, 13. Yeah, 13. And then my dad divorced my mom and they separated. My dad had another family and my mom took care of us. And yeah, he took care of us, but in bits and pieces, you know.
How old were you when this happened?
I was 12. I was 13. Yeah, when I was 12 when they separated. And I was 13 when he's like stopped giving my mother money for food and everything else. And I think that's when I realized how, because he was more or less like our breadwinner, and he stopped my mom from doing a whole lot of things, going to work and all those things. And my mom now had to play that role, you know, and working. Now she needs to find herself again. She was a manager, she was this, and you know, and now she has to find herself again. Now she's walking to work. You're cleaning my trucks, so there are these silver tank trucks. Yeah, she has to clean that. She used to walk from Tembisa, Pumlong to Kempton Park to clean those trucks. And every week she got like, I'm going to like disclose this today. It's for the first time. Every week she got like 500 rand.
Yo.
It's 4 kids. It's myself, Larato, Bonginkosi, and Temba. Temba is still young, very, very young. And she had to give, my mom used to say to us, you need to handle money from a very young age so that you know how important it is. So I will give you this money. You need to buy izinto.
And when she said handle money, did you understand that as kompachele, the respect money?
Yeah. So I knew, which okay, 100 rand mele pume ihlale eyogesi, and then the rest of the money needs to go and buy this, and I still need to pay our fees. Yeah, me and my little sister were like, yo, And then I think she was just teaching us on how important it is also to take our education very seriously, because she walks to work for us. You know, when she gets a bonus, she'll give it to us and she'll say, okay, hambo patala lana lana, because she doesn't have time. But the only people that she trusts is her kids, you know, and she can't give that responsibility to anyone else but us. But I'm thankful that everything that happened that time, I think that's when I realized ukuthi empilweni usuba mdala mele uchoose career manje, because now ufika ku grade 10 phela ila so wazi khona ukuthi enhlekini ufuna ukuyenza.
So literally, as in when you are younger, it makes things easier for you to have a better idea of where you want to go in life when you are younger. So that situation forced you to be more mature and be more responsible.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, did you know, as a teenager, you already have an opinion. You already have ideas in your mind. You're not like a small child where a parent can say, oh, daddy will be back, and he just doesn't show up.
Yeah.
What in your mind was your opinion of him at that time? Like, did you see him as this man has failed us as his kids, as the family? Did you see him as, I don't need you anyway? You know, which one was it as that teenage version of you?
My mom made us love him, even when I felt as a teenager that he has really failed us, because he used to do everything for us. You know, he used to be my best friend. But you know what I love is that my mom said, it's okay, bantwana bami, akanlahlanga. It's just that maybe he can't do it right now because he's in a different situation.
So it's okay, my children. You are not, my English bundles are disappearing.
You're not fatherless.
Yes.
Yeah.
But not just you're not fatherless, you're not parentless.
Yeah.
You haven't been fully abandoned. I'm still here.
Yeah.
And he's going through whatever he's going through.
He called every now and then. But, you know, calling and not seeing your children is something else. But we appreciated the little time, because he's late now. You know, we appreciate the little time that he created, even though he wasn't supporting us the way he needed to support us. I love my dad with all of my heart. You know, I wish he was alive. Okay, I'm becoming emotional.
It's okay. And I have to ask, is it easier to speak about the challenging things of your father now because he is late? Like, if he was still with us here today, would it be easier to talk about the difficult parts of him, which were the parts where he wasn't around?
I don't know. I don't want to lie. I don't know. I think right now, the reason why I'm like this is because I wish he was alive to see me and see what I have achieved. You know? He came and watched me play in Durban, I think at the age of 15. And when he watched me, after the game, he cried in my face, you know?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a small break. And when we come back, we continue with Andile Dlamini. 19 minutes after 2 o'clock, we are still with phenomenal soccer star Andile Dlamini, and we know this feature can get really emotional because it forces us to sort of delve back into parts of ourselves that adulting doesn't give us time to look at.
Yeah.
Nah? So we're taking your calls on 011 883 0702, the WhatsApp line 072 702 1702. I just know for a fact there are many people who are listening and feeling like, I feel the same way. That, I saw, actually, interestingly enough, yesterday, a video of a lady on TikTok speaking about no one speaks enough about the damage that happens when fathers abandon their children, specifically little girls, in whatever shape or form, even if the father's physically present in the household but fully absent emotionally. Now, you mentioned how your dad was at a game and he was so emotional.
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer that our Magozi, our people, our ancestors, those that have passed, walk amongst us. Have you ever had moments on the field where you felt his presence?
Yeah, several times. I'm a believer. I believe in God so much, and I believe that Dlamini Nkosi, they're always with me. And I believe Ubabami was proud of me, even when, he was still alive. Because I'm 17, my brother told me this.
So he was always just showing off.
Yeah.
That's my child.
Yeah, uncle, but also I need to also appreciate my stepdad, because he played another role of a father, and although it was also another difficult move because of his race. It's just something else.
Out of interest sake, may I ask what his race is?
He's a white man.
Okay.
And, white...
And obviously mama's not white.
Yeah,
Yes.
White people are seen as the richest people.
Yes.
They have money and they have this and this and this. But my dad came normal. Yeah, I'm taking good care of them right now.
Yes.
And he made sure that he cashed up on our school fees. He did that. And he doesn't have kids of his own, mind you. And the four of us, who dead? Yes. And I was lucky to have two fathers. Now, obviously, I have one in spirit and one alive.
How did you deal with those dynamics? Because, you're speaking about, now you have a white stepdad, something that you probably never imagined would happen. Was that first meeting when your mom was like, I'm going to introduce you to, so did she like warn you before, or did he walk in the house and you're like, oh,
you're the guy? No, so we were very naughty when we were young. My mom was so free with us. She used to leave her phone there.
You did not.
And we would go through conversations. Oh, mama. Mama, we are late. Mom, we are happy. You know that question. Mom, we are happy. Because we are so close with my mom. My mom took good care of us. Like, she was so open with us. She treated us like her kids at the same time as Abanta Konu Kuluma Nabu, anything that she wants. Because in this life that we live in, we need parents that are very open to their kids and tell them the truth about life. Not lies, but the truth about life. This is what's going to happen.
If you take this path, this will happen.
This happened for me. These are the consequences. And I think my mom played... that lady.
The glow in your face when you speak about your mom.
Yeah, she has been through a lot as an individual. She's been through a lot. Uskhulise ayedwa. Uskhulise ngaleso sikhathi abantu bathi nanoma angabakhulisa kanjani laba asibawuni bayandawo. Check where we are right now. She's flexing.
I will keep translating just so everybody can understand, but just you're reiterating that she raised you all on her own when it looked hopeless, but look at all of you now. She is flexing.
She is flexing.
Just especially through who her children have become. How did you have the image of one father, and by image I mean where there's a specific transition of him no longer being full-time in the home, no longer being present, no longer participating in supporting financially, to now a new person stepping in, because that can turn a young girl's world into, I don't need a dad. How did that transition happen for you in terms of, okay, there's this new person who is trying, and maybe at the beginning it's resistance, but how did that work out for you? Or were you just receptive from the beginning? Because some people will be so hurt, angry, frustrated that I get you're nice. I see what you're trying to do, but you're not the man I want you. I actually want my dad.
So before he came in as a father, it's like he came in as an uncle nyana. You know?
I love how you say uncle nyana.
Yeah, so he took care of us, like took us to like fun parks. He used to come watch my games.
Oh wow!
You know, before they even said, "Okay, we are dating," you know.
Oh, so he was a friend.
Yeah, he was a friend. But we knew, you know, we knew because we saw the conversations. But I think because we wanted to see my mom happy and because she was so happy, we really slide. Like if he was making my mom angry, he
wasn't gonna come back.
Yeah, I know. But he's so pure, you know. I think the way my mom raised us, like, it's unique. I wish my mom can teach this technique to a lot of people so that everyone can be free. You know, this is not the easiest world, but my mom made it very easy.
When you think about when sport started to now become professional, because loving it is one thing, you having to now answer to the people paying you is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
What changes in your mind in terms of your approach to not winning a game?
Yeah.
Which is like, what changes? What is the different thing that happens internally?
It's something else. Firstly, I'm a goalkeeper. Goalkeeper doesn't like conceding. So that on its own plays a huge role. Like it changes the dynamics. It just makes my day a miserable. I promise you, we can win 10-1. I'm not gonna be happy
because of that one. That went past.
Yeah, that one. Because I'm thinking maybe I could have like communicated better. I could have said this. I could have like been straight in line with the ball. Why did I close my eyes? You know, in the middle of the like you think of a whole lot of things. Now having to lose a game. Now you have to understand that it's not only you on that pitch. It's a lot of individuals that are trying their best. Let me say you had a bad game. Now when you have a bad game, you've impacted everyone. Like you just change everything else. You know, I'm an overthinker, so I'm like if we don't win things, then we don't do great. Then it means that we can't even afford to take care of our families because you know, at Mamelodi Sundowns there's a culture in which when you do great, you are celebrated for that. So you always want to win things.
Yes,
you know, you always want to win things, and obviously when you don't win, you disappoint the people that look up to you. But you must also understand that you can't win all the time.
Yes,
we can't win all the time, but it changes when you are a professional because this is your job.
But you know, without going too much into the politics of, you know, the conversations we always have around money, where women are placed in terms of money.
Yeah.
Do you think the pressure is equal, considering, you know, some of the ladies that are playing professional soccer still have jobs? Like, you know, do you think the approach to, like, if every single, and I think you understand the question that I'm asking. It's a different thing when your entire life is full-time
soccer.
Yes, whereas some are mothers, some are like, this is my 9 to 5, I'm going to come practice later.
It's sad. It's a sad story, but I love the fact that things are gradually changing. There are teams that I feel they're taking this positive move. For me, it's a positive move because they're appreciating women for who they are and their worth. And Mamelodi Sundowns is the first team to do that, you know, giving us a professional contract. Although we want more sponsors to come on board so that the money can even grow, you know. We are the team that is focusing on football. So when you play for Mamelodi Sundowns, the first thing that you need to do is go on the field and play.
Yes.
Yeah, they can tell you we are training at 1, you'll be there because you have a professional contract and you get paid for it. And there are some teams in which I pray even today that they can get sponsorships and everyone can just come on board and pay girls for what they do, because it's totally unfair. It's totally unfair for a woman to go to work, come back from work, go to training, and they're exhausted already. They're exhausted, come back to training. They can't perform to the best of their abilities. They can't reach where Andile Dlamini is because of izinto ezenzakalayo in between. You know, imagine if each and every girl had a professional contract. You know, if each and every girl
would change the entire game for all ladies, not just in soccer but in sport as well.
Yeah, and also you'd focus on your individual, you know, the individual things that you need to work on. I have a personal trainer, and after training, I have to do some other things that I need to improve on personally. So imagine if they also had that.
It would totally change.
It will close the
game.
gap that we always speak about. Women's football not progressing in the country, this and this, and it needs to be professionalized. That's it.
Yeah, when we come back, I have to ask you about the World Cup, of course. It's 2:30. The upside of failure today, we are with soccer star Andile Dlamini, and we've been chatting her journey and her life as well, not just the professional side, because you know how we do an upside of failure. We try to go a bit deeper. 011 702 and the WhatsApp line 072 702 1702.
What a song. Oh, you want me to sing?
I mean, you can keep singing. I'm not going to stop you. What was happening inside of you when you were singing that?
Yeah. A whole lot. It was game day one. When it's game day, you gotta be united. You got to show the people who Africans are. You know, we came to make a difference at that World Cup. We need to make a difference, and we need to take over, you know, and we need to be remembered when we walk out of that pitch and when we walk in that pitch. That's our culture. We sing, you know, and this is a song that my teammates made me practice, even though I didn't.
You practiced and listen,
in the
you
bus.
killed it.
You know, in the bus. And for me, I didn't want to do it, you know. But I think Kolosa, Nokolo, Sawawa, and Tiseto Makubela for pressing and saying, hey, you need to sing that song. Yeah.
When I first part.
Yeah. But when I started that song, I don't know what happened. Just there's something different about that video. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I used to do a lot of videos of me singing, but that one is special because it comes from deep down. It's like, you know, when you're crying, but on the inside.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like tears of joy, saying, "Hey, you are here, girl," and you know, there's a reason why God said, Andile, you need to be at this place at this specific time, and you need to make a difference. And how do you make a difference? Is making sure that you get everyone ready. There's a reason why you're a vice captain. You're a vice captain because you need to push each and every individual in that room so that they are in high spirits, so that when they walk on that pitch, they make sure that they represent the country.
And they're unshakable and unmoved.
Yeah.
Many of our reference points to sport is high school days. You know, the stakes are not the same.
Yeah.
But when I imagine having played hockey and netball for school and at tennis at one point, and there'd be a time where now they're like, this is the team that's the starting lineup.
Yeah.
And your name is not there. I mean, I just recall feeling gutted, and still as an artist, I still feel gutted if you go for an audition and your name is not there. As an adult, I understand this is where you need to be at whatever moment. For you, in our national uniform, how does it feel when you leave home with your feet itching to play but your role is now being something else because you are sitting on the bench?
Obviously, you have that heartbeat, that quick heartbeat when you don't see your name, right? Going, but at the same time,
is it a list or it's the announcement? It was the announcement, I recall.
No, so when you don't play, we have like a video session where they tell us who's gonna play, who's not gonna play. Obviously, as a player, you'd love to play, but if you're not playing, there's the godly mentality that needs to come. You are a team player, you are not an individual. There's a reason, there's the reason which I don't know, there's a reason why this is happening or why they're not playing you. For me, honestly, I had the mentality of, one, you are a leader. What would God do?
Because for us as a nation, and I'm not sure if you allow yourself to truly connect with the nation's feelings about, and I'm speaking you personally, in how you represent us. And maybe you intentionally disconnect so that you can stay focused on the game. But the conversation would feel, like, is she being punished for something? Why isn't she playing? And we don't know the whole picture. But as South Africa, it will be like, how? Hey, do you switch off from all of those conversations and focus?
Yeah.
Or do you really allow yourself to be connected to everybody's feelings, which I generally see as love for you?
Firstly, I love being supported, of course, but also everyone has a right to their own opinion. And I believe that for you to actually be in your own zone and allow everything to happen the way God plans them, you have to sometimes switch off of things that they're going to be distracting. I had a dream, and that dream actually was warning me to get out of a certain social media, And when I dreamt of a person commenting very bad on Twitter, So for me, it was a sign saying, log out of Twitter. Log out of Facebook. I couldn't log out of Instagram because I needed to still post things that, involve my personal brand. I work with Shield, so there's a campaign that they were doing around Banyana. So we still, whether we like it or we don't, we still have to make sure that everyone supports Banyana because we are there as a team, not an individual. When I got into the national team, one, I have someone that deals with me when it comes to devotions. So I do that a lot. I cry a lot through those devotions. I think my healing comes from crying. When I cry, then everything just goes smooth, And I think that helped me. Devotions actually helped me. Phone devotions, they actually helped me because I then concentrated on God more than anything else. I concentrated on being a good teammate to my teammates because imagine if I was the one in that situation, what could I have done? How would I even deal with it? Mental health is important. We lose a lot of people because of them being disturbed mentally, because someone said something very, very bad about them. And I believe that in this world, as Abafazi, we need each other more than anything, We need each other more than anything. We need to take each other up rather than down. So
completely. We're going to open the lines 011-883-0702 and the WhatsApp line 072-702-1702 for your calls and your messages with Andile Dlamini. The lines are open. The upside of failure with goalkeeper and professional soccer star Andile Dlamini. 011-883-0702 and the WhatsApp line 072-702-1702. Now, we just thought we'd get some special people to say hello. Why do you look worried?
Who now?
Don't you worry. Tata Jerry, how are you doing?
I'm good, and yourself?
I am good. What do you have to say for this fantastic woman sitting in front of me?
I got lots to say about Papino. I call her Papino. She's got lots and lots of nicknames from me, fortunately enough, not long time ago, 2 days ago, me and her were busy chatting. about where we're coming from, with the team, And I remember I said to her the other day that whatever that's coming her way today, she deserves everything. Yeah, she's one special kiddo who would always come to you. If she has done something wrong, she will tell it to you straight on your face and say, Coach, I didn't like this. And I would also say, Andile, you were wrong. But she will take a day or two to digest it. And later on, she will come back and say, Coach, now I realize I was wrong. She's somebody who acknowledges her faults and all that, and a very, very strong personality, and she's a motivator. She's a motivator.
That is Jerry Chabalala, head coach of Ladies Mamelodi Sundowns. How do you feel when you hear those words?
It's so amazing. He's an amazing guy. The conversations that we have as well with him, it's very deep. He's more than a coach. He's a father. We fought a lot. Because when you were a child, when I was very young, I used to have many opinions.
Yes.
And I'm like, coach, but this is like this, and he's like, it's not like that. But I love the fact that he's one of the people that worked with me also mentally, a coach that checks up on you, the coach that makes you understand some situations. It's very nice. Although, I would have loved for him to also be here in studio. Yeah, because he has worked extremely hard with the girls, and actually he is our father. More than anything, makes us laugh. He's something else. He's different. Yeah, he's just a different man.
Some amazing messages coming through. Andile is so soft-spoken and humble. I love listening to her. All the best to you in your career. Thumbs up to your mom, and may God bless her. She raised a beautiful star. And we have one that says, Lebo, that lady, I am dad with young girls. I love her. He's exemplar from Ndamase in Ladysmith. To Andile, to say what an intelligent lady, mature, self-aware, and an obvious leader. You have a big future. Hold fast. We've got a WhatsApp, a voice note to play for you.
Oh, seriously. Yo, didn't get it one. I love Andile. I love Nam. I'm a die-hard Chiefs fan, but because Chiefs doesn't have a female team, obviously, I somehow support Sundowns ladies, but not really. But I love Andile. Didn't you get one, but can you just ask her to just sing?
Oh,
I love her voice. Her singing voice is out of this world. Please just ask her to sing us something. Sing us a little something. I want to shout out to you, Andile. You are a true inspiration. You're a beautiful lady, beautiful soul, beautiful smile. We love you. This is Carol from Centurion.
Thank you so much, Carol from Centurion. You have to support Mamelodi. How? Centurion 012. Fix your life. Now, before we go to the other messages and before we see if we can twist your arm to sing, we have Anonymous on the line. Hi, Anonymous.
Hello.
How are you doing, Anonymous?
I'm all right, and yourself?
Good. What do you want to say to Andile?
You, a lot from Andile. Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Ngibonga ukuziphatha kahle kwakho ntombazana. Ngibonga ukuziphatha kahle kwakho, ngibonga izinto ongenzele zona. Ngibonga ukuthi ube indoda umfazi empilweni yami. Ngibonga ungakhela umuzi. Ngibonga ukuthi ungithengele imoto. Ngibonga into eziningi ngawe. I become emotional if ngifuna ukukhuluma ngawe.
Oh, makhuthazo.
Into yonke empilweni yami. Angazi kuma siblings wakho, kubaba wakho. Our strength, Andile. Angazi ukuthi ngingathini ngaye. Andile usebenzile empilweni yakhe yonke. Uyangizwa? Usebenzile uAndile. uAndile ungihloniphile kuze kwaba la. Till today, wagcina wafeza iphupho lami. And into engithandayo wenza zonke lezi zinto engizenzile naye uyazifeza izinto lezo, but mina ngihlelekile ukuzifeza.
Oh, mama.
Like singing,
Mama, you know,
Yeah.
I'm sure we could go on for hours. How do you feel, Mema Khothatso? You know, your daughter is a star and she speaks so highly of you. And I know, Andile, you're feeling so emotional at the moment. What do you want to say to Mama?
Yeah. Yeah. Uyazi mama.
Yeah.
Ngiyakuthanda ngempilo yami yonke.
Yeah.
You're my queen, you're my everything. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for usikhulisa ngakhona. Norato, nobobo, nothemba. Uyazi na uhlezi ungitshela ukuthi manginibheka nangijabulisa kakhulu. So thank you mama. I appreciate you. May God bless you for us. May he keep you longer when I'm not daily lapha ekhaya. I love you too, Dad. And yeah, I appreciate you, Mama. And yeah, I'm lost of words. I'm very emotional.
So that is Khothatso. Andile's mom was just expressing her love for Andile, being respectful for doing everything, for even buying her mom a car, and so much more can be said. We're getting messages saying, Andile, you're making us all cry with you. Others saying, putting God first is the key of your success, champ. Another one says, oh my word, she's so open-minded, especially those that are watching on the Facebook page on 702. Andile, what would you like to say in closing to everyone, especially the young ladies, about what you've learned about failure?
Okay. Firstly, I would say before I go to failure, respect what you do so that it respects you back. One thing is that you can never, ever, ever see your challenges as failures. So see your challenges as stepping stones. It means that you need to go over them. It means that you need to grow out of them. You are placed in a situation, if it's a tough one, you are placed in that situation in order for you to carry it and learn from it. So take it positively. Never ever feel like you are nothing. You are forever something. You represent something. You are in this world to make a difference. So make it, and you will I promise you, make that difference, and you'll see the next and the next generation having things easier in their lives. So I love you, and stay blessed and stay calm in situations that need you to stay, they demand you to react. Don't react. Stay calm. Know who you are and know who he is, for he is our God and he is forever there with us. Thank you.
Andile, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
And thank you for being yourself. Continue to represent and continue to be you. You make us so proud. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Asrile, and thank you so much for inviting me here. You guys telling our stories makes a difference because other people don't know who Andile Dlamini is, but today you do. So continue supporting women's football. I love you so much, and I love your work everywhere, not only on radio, but everywhere.
Thank you. You don't make me cry. Let's take another break.